Oh, for sure.
I think I've got through that. That was several years ago.
It sits next to us here in the commentary booth, and it's just so tempting to reach over and give it the old ding-a-ling. But here we go. Gabriel Medina. He's desperate to get himself a Bell's Trophy. Huge turn to get started here. Medina just lays it over a little hard. He's up against William Cardoso here.
Didn't he look like he was into it? That was a very dedicated bottom turn. He was ready to smash that thing.
Today he is the standout performer of the contest so far.
Him and John. You know, John had a pretty solid heat as well, but these two surfed pretty much back to back.
The last wildcard victory was Bruno Santos at the 2008 Billabong Pro Tahiti.
So it's been a while.
And he actually beat the winner of the trials in that final, Manel Drolet. So that was a pretty spectacular event. As we see now, Medina, who opened up with a 4.5 on the strength of one maneuver. And have a look at this section. Beautiful bottom turn, and he is going to hang on to the finish. And the crowd has been begging the competitors to hit these end sections all day long and almost sighing when they've shied away from it. So they absolutely chewed that maneuver up.
And the best part about it was the bottom turn.
Opportune time to accelerate and push hard into the lip, doesn't he?
Yeah, and being able to hold the speed off that bottom turn, you know, and he does it so well. And I think his equipment plays into it. Because he has that extra volume, it has glide. You see, he just sits off the bottom, picks the spot, and attacks. Somehow finds a way to get out from that explosion underneath. But again, all is done with that bottom turn, and then he accelerates into the lip through the maneuver, and this time falls with the waterfall and comes out. So cool, especially when he disappears from view and then he comes out with control. Judges will eat that up.
Medina out there at the moment, basically snowboarding down the mountain. Big steep wall, huge explosive hit in a pretty flat section really, and again just banking off the bottom up into the roof. Didn't really tee off on that section of the wave like he would have liked, so he ejects. But a 9 on his last ride, a quality turn on that one there, and it should replace the 4.5, you think?
It will. He gets pretty much right off the ski into this wave, and that was a beautiful turn. I mean, again, all set up by his bottom turn here, stabilizing himself because there was so much bump on the bottom. He grabs the rail. There's that eject button. He's going to pop right out the back. The Tours and Competition's doing a good job to make this, the competition much more exciting.
Yeah, big performance incentive for those lower seeds who can shift their path through the heat draw and avoid some of the top informed surfers. And William Cardoso has a lot of work to do. And Medina just relentless out here at the moment. Up once again, but he's going to opt out of this one. Meanwhile, out the back, the bottom turns unbelievable from Medina at the moment.
Crazy.
Really pacing himself well off the bottom and setting up some beautiful big hits on that outside section. And he loads up again, up over the lip. So planned, he grabs that rail and just committing. Really pushing hard to get his board back up into the pocket. Unsuccessful that time, but
that was a really, really crazy section.
It's just out there looking at everything. He's pulling out of waves that the priority heat is looking at. Have a look at this bottom turn, though.
Have a look at that lipper. I wouldn't even call that a lipper. That was just straight up monster. And again, his equipment just feels like he is just able to do whatever he wants. It stays solid off the bottom. You know, he doesn't have a ton of concave on these boards. Oh, that section was so crazy.
Williams got to make a move here. 33 minutes, 50 seconds to go. This is just his second ride. Good looking wall here. Has to cut back. This one's starting to flatten out. He's out of there. A little frustrated, but he does have plenty of time on his side.
Yeah, he's feeling it there.
William Cardoso up at the moment, just trying to get things started here against Gabriel Medina, who just raced away with the lead. Williams going to work this one over. Try and finish with a big bang on the inside. He's had a good read here at the bowl over the years. Just struggling to find a way that's allowing him to generate the kind of speed and pace. And this was a 4.8 for Medina, so this doesn't go into his top two, but you know, we were talking about Medina and John both looking like the form surfers of the event so far. And now they're out there in overlapping heats.
as well as John and Gabriel. So I can't wait to see that battle continue throughout the year.
Medina just continues to hunt the lineup for opportunities here.
My dad brought me over some boards last night. He flew over from WA because I didn't have a board bigger than 6.0, so he flew over and brought me some. So thanks to his dad, and yeah, I'm just stoked to be able to get that chance at the end and be able to make it count. I was having a pretty scrappy heat before that, and yeah, I was just watching Gabriel. He was getting 9s, and I was struggling to get a 1.
Well, that's a great result, especially if you're going for a third world title.
Super impressive. William Cardoso with an opportunity here to try and break combination. He needs a big number. 17.27 is the 2-wave total. He needs a 7.27 at least, and that's not going to happen for him on that ride.
Earn your aggression is this terminology, which is pretty cool because you can kind of read a couple different things into that. But for me, it just felt like earning that aggression. Surf your way to the big numbers.
More John talk in a moment, but right now we're focused on Medina, who with 10 minutes to go is looking to get rid of a 7.27 to increase his lead here. Doesn't look too engaged in this ride. He's going to kick out of this one. Try and catch a wave and ride it well out there at the moment. It's so difficult, so bumpy, really hard to connect with the quality section.
I would agree. I mean, look at what we're seeing right here. I mean, you talk about snowboarding. This is just straight springtime moguls for Gabriel Medina. Just good positioning, good rhythm.
And now he can just cruise his way in.
I don't think he'll do it. Oh, maybe. We'll see. What's he got for us?
Nice big swooping carve down and just gets obliterated. Gabriel Medina into the quarterfinals. William Cardoso out of the event. Coming up next, another big heat. The Jeep ratings leader will hit the lineup up against Jeremy Flores.